I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis. I got my room with this. I'm a trip.
Good morning, dear Yvette. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope that everybody is having a good Monday morning. I hope that you all had an amazing weekend. I did a lot of relaxing, a lot of resting, and a lot of relaxing. So yeah, I hope that this week is very prosperous for everyone. I hope that everyone is setting intentions for a beautiful Monday. Hey, Purple Unicorn, good morning. I hope everybody is setting intentions for a good Monday morning. Because I have had a good day so far, and so we're going to get straight into this Love and Marriage Huntsville review. I do want to ask a few questions before I get started, but we were going to get into it. This is season 8. Good morning, Concrete Rose. Good morning. This is season 8, episode 9. And this is a review and recap. I do want to ask a few questions. How is everybody feeling about the season? Are you all watching the show? Do you all feel like the reviews help the show? Just what's your thoughts on the reviews? Are you all for the reviews? Do you think we should stop reviewing the show? How are you all feeling about that? I've seen, mixed comments, people thinking that the reviews are helping the show. People think that they're icing mail out. So, the reviews on the show are helping. So I'm just interested in Replay Gang. Y'all can leave y'all opinions. You can leave your opinions in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and get through this review really quickly. Because the episode, to me, honestly, it was lackluster. It didn't give a lot. So I don't have a lot to put into the review. Just honestly. Not happy with the show. This episode was very disappointing, dear Yvette says. So you're not happy with the show as a whole. And yeah, this episode was very lackluster. That's why I don't have a whole lot to give on this review and recap, but we're going to get into it. I just want to know you all's opinions on the reviews. Because I'm kind of on the fence about should I continue to do the reviews or what should I do? But, we'll talk about it. We'll get into it later. Let's go ahead and good morning, Sound Check Annette. Good morning. We'll go ahead and get into it. So let's get into it. So the first scene starts off, and I'm not going to play the scenes this week because eventually they're going to start striking me for keep playing these scenes, but I'm going to go ahead and show my screen. And we're going to show the first scene, which is Stormy. Stormy is preparing to turn herself in. This scene for me, you guys, I'm going to give my honest opinion. And I'm not here to offend anybody, but I'm going to give my honest opinion about this opening scene with Stormy needing to turn herself in. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, it's Tay. So the scene opens up. Hey, Lady Girl 13. You're not interested without mail. I appreciate the views because I barely watch the show. Thank you for your feedback, Lady Girl 13. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, so the scene opens up with Stormy. She's with her makeup artist. She's with her team. She's getting ready to turn herself in. The whole show, they're using mail and the millimeters as a storyline. She's getting ready to turn herself in with her team. She has her makeup artist there. She has her crew. Stormy is crying. And let me tell you how I feel about this scene. And like I said, this is my honest opinion. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to, hurt anybody's feelings. But my honest opinion on this scene, number one, why is everybody waiting until filming begins to turn themselves in this season? It's all for TV. Okay, 2, why the hell are they acting like, and I know nobody wants to go to jail. Nobody. I don't want to go to jail. Don't nobody else want to go to jail. But why the hell is everybody acting like Stormy is about to go do Fed time? Like she got those Destiny fraud charges. Like she about to go do some hard time. I mean, it's not common sense that she coming up out of that. All you got to do is turn yourself in, and they releasing you. You getting a bond, an immediate bond, and you'll be released. They are really acting like, good morning, T-Talk. Good morning. Good morning. That's one of my faves. Miss T-Talk has entered the building. They're acting like Stormy is really going in to do some Fed time, like she's turning herself in for like a 2-year bid. And I just don't get it. Good morning, AJ. Thank you for joining. And I'm kind of confused. Like, why are we acting like this lady is doing real hard Fed time? She has a simple warrant. Again, no, nobody wants a warrant, but it's a very simple warrant. And we're not about to act like Stormy is about to go do some hard prison time. She can't get out. She's talking about she don't want chess in it. It's just given over dramatic. It's given over dramatic. They're overdoing it. I'm just not. I'm looking at the screen in disbelief that are we really going to play like Stormy is about to go do 2 years in prison? Like, it's a simple warrant. I don't know how, everybody counted. I'm in Georgia. Georgia, you get somebody, anybody can sign a warrant on you for something. Yes, you will have to go to the station and turn yourself in, but you're going to bond right back out. You're going right back home until that court date. That's kind of common knowledge. I don't know why Stormy is playing it up for the cameras. I don't know if they're trying to play it up for the Millimeters Are Crazed fans, or they're trying to play it up, for ratings or views, but it was a bit overly dramatic for me and for my taste. Now, could this have been prevented? I think so. I think on both sides. I think, honestly, I'm just, like I said, I'm giving my honest opinion. I think on both sides, it could have been prevented. I have told you all, good morning, Love Key. I have told you all that I am never going to be the person that wants clicks and views, or that I'm just not interested in. I'm not that invested in these people. I like Melody. I will support her in her events. But as far as these other people, I'm not invested like that. I did, while I was in Huntsville, I was one of the people that did visit Black. And I simply went to Black, not really supporting Marceau and Tisha, just more on the level of I've seen it on TV. I have the opportunity to see it in person. I want to see it, but I'm not going to, antagonize. I had one drink and I left. Plenty of people have been to Black. Some people couldn't get in because it's been closed. A lot of people just go to see what it's like. But never am I going to try to get a viral moment or a Facebook moment off of these people, because I just do not care. I honestly don't care about these people like that. So I feel like the situation could have been prevented on both sides, but I just honestly feel like Stormy is being way too dramatic. These warrants had been out. I don't know why her and Martell decided to wait until the season starts to turn themselves in. But I guess, again, that goes with the crazed fan storyline that they're trying to perpetuate this season. So that's my thoughts on that. It was just overly done, overly dramatic. Getting makeup done for your mugshot, okay, I get it. But Stormy's naturally, like, her natural face is fine. It was a bit much for me. I just was like, oh, okay, this is what we doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Stormy is preparing to get ready to turn herself in. Her mother has told her that this is what she gets for being on reality TV. So Betty is not there in support as Stormy would wish she would be. In her moment of need, she wanted her mom there. Betty was not there because she doesn't believe in Stormy being on reality TV. But what's his name? Courtney's mom did show up and did. Courtney's mom showed up, and Courtney's mom was there in support of Stormy. So, you had that little scene with Stormy and her mother-in-law. She didn't have her own mother, but she does have Courtney's mom there in support of her turning herself in. Just for her to be out in 15 minutes. Again, it was all this production, all this drama for 15 minutes, and you're back at home. Makeup, all of that. Girl, you wasted your money. These fake storylines are too much for me. TikTok is just given like I'm like over it. I honestly, I don't know how to continue with these reviews because they're giving nothing, and this over dramatized. Child, it's not like you like I said, they acting like she got them Destiny fraud charges that really could carry some time. Baby, you're going to turn yourself in and come right back out. Like, it's not even that serious. And I'm not even going to pretend with you while you're crying and being dramatic. I can't. I cannot. Like I said, I know nobody wants to go to jail. That's not favorable for anybody. But Stormy didn't even touch the cell. She turned herself in, did some paperwork, went back home. Okay, so then we go to the next scene. And the next scene is Destiny. It's Destiny and the girls at they're at a candle making shop called Embrace or something like that. And I've seen, comments. Embrace, of course, that was Mel's old beauty line, but that was dissolved when she got divorced. So they're at this candle shop. Love Key says Stormy is her mother's child. She's just like her, very manipulative, in my opinion. Yes, Stormy has picked up. I agree, Love Key. Stormy, if you watch how she maneuvers with people, if you watch how she talks to people, if you watch how she maneuvers with people, she's just like Betty, except for Betty is open with her. Betty is very open with the way that she's nasty. Betty is very open. She's very direct. Stormy kind of hides behind. Stormy still hides, tries to shield her nastiness, but Betty is just very open, but she's definitely her mother's daughter. T-Talk says this is why they're attacking Mel. They need someone to draw in the crowd, and I wish Mel would quit on them. T-Talk, I am at my wit's end. Do you hear me? I just wish, I can't tell Mel how to do because this is her show. This past weekend, she was posting that she was still filming. And I was kind of thinking that she had quit. I was kind of hoping, that she had quit, but it's just like, why are you still filming with these people? These people have attacked you in every way possible, but it's her show. It's her decision. Good morning, Linda Gabble. It's her show. It's her decision. I wish she would. I'm so over these people in this show. So then we go to this scene. It's Destiny, Trish, and Tisha. And they're basically doing a recap. Tisha is questioning what happened at the gala. They're questioning what happened at the gala, at Stormy's Lovers and Friends event. And Trish, of course, Trish was one of the models for Stormy. So she's telling Tisha and Destiny about her experience as a model and how she was kind of uncomfortable, but she made it through. And then Tisha and Destiny kind of get into this thing where they're discussing how the gala went for them. So then Destiny goes into the store. She's telling them that Sonny approached her and asked her to go in a room. And she said, no, she didn't want to talk, but that Stormy put them in a room. And she then, explains what happens. This scene for me was very, very cringe. It was very cringe, very unnecessary. And I didn't understand either of the women in this scene. Tisha, as a married woman, and you pose yourself as a happily married woman, why were you entertaining this conversation? The questions that Tisha was asking and the conversation that they were having, what the hell? I was just like, what the hell? Because what are we doing here? Like, what are we, let me play this scene. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to play this one scene.
Well, I heard you was naked.
Literally.
I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Martell was supposed to be in it. He said when he found out her man was going to be in it, he said no.
No, not today. Yep, I'm surprised I did that, to be honest with you.
Really? It was some other couples there that I don't know how they got there, how they lovers, friends, whatever. Moses and Sonny were there. She came up to me and she was like, hey, Destiny, would you like to talk? And I said, I would not.
So she pulled you to the side at the gala?
Stormy, she didn't want any mess at her gala, so she pulled us to the back room. Don't try to come here to prove to me something. Like, you go on about your married life. Leave me alone. And then I let her know that he was sleeping with half St. Louis. And she said, no, he's not. He was only doing that with you. I'm with him every day.
Girl, not with you every day. Did you talk to him too?
No, he just kept staring at me.
Did you look good?
She pulled a Janet Jackson.
Listen, I'm trying to keep it together.
They popped out.
I had to put them taped in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he was staring.
No. He was staring because he know what it is. And that's why she's acting so insecure. Like, I think she sees me as a woman that
You think she sees you as a threat?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess that's why she had to put her hand in my face and say she got the ring. I don't care nothing about that. That doesn't mean anything to me.
I mean, I had a ring too, and I'm still in the whole relationship, so I guess.
She can write a whole book, for real, for real.
Oh, baby, I know. Baby, I know.
I guess. I guess.
And she didn't steal them. Let's be clear. I got her up from the table. That's the only reason why she got a seat. Okay.
You think you can still get them now? If you
Absolutely.
wanted
Damn.
Absolutely.
Nice.
to?
Yep.
Not a question in my mind. Not a doubt at all.
So again, this scene was very cringe. Why the hell Concrete Rose says, y'all noticing how they have the same hairstyle? This scene was very cringe because why the hell are y'all even discussing this? Destiny, why are you talking about he was looking at me? I know I can get him back. Baby, he married somebody else. You probably can lay with him. Because you've laid with him 15 years through, in my opinion, your relationship and his marriage. So you probably can lay with him. That's not a hard feat to do, to give your body to a man. But why are these women, aren't all of these women over 40 having this high school conversation? Why are all of these people acting like it's a prize for a man that knew you for 15 years, married an acquaintance within 90 days, and you are bragging about the fact that you could have him sleep with you. You could have him back. Baby, if you could have him in the way that you wanted to have him, it wouldn't even be a discussion of why Sonny is even in the picture. Because clearly he did not see you as his person. He might lust for you. He might look at you. He might lay with you. But that's not the flex that you're trying to make it be. And as a 40-year-old woman that's been married herself, that has a child, Destiny, grow the fuck up. Like, grow up. Stop trying to act like it's a flex. He married somebody else. This shouldn't even be a conversation. Tisha, as a married woman, why are you asking these questions? If somebody was to ask these questions and it involved Marceau, you would be saying everybody is trying to ruin your marriage, and everybody is constantly attacking your marriage. But yet you go in with another woman just because she's your friend. Tell her the truth. Tell her it's not given what you think is given. Tell your friend the truth. Let's stop lying. Let's stop sugarcoating stuff for our friends. Trisha, you're not even needed in the scene. Trish, I don't even know if you're real friends with either of them. Why are you sitting here? Trish, you keep talking about, because I got a ring and a boyfriend. Like, that's cute. Why is Trish here? Why is Trish on the show? We're 9 episodes in, y'all, and I still don't know anything about Trish, any more about Trish than I do episode 1. Did you sleep with Martell or not? What's going on with this husband? Ken is delusional and lost. Like, I cannot. Hey, Shay P, good morning. Dear Yvette says, why? She still wants to be the side chick. That's her position. Certain side chicks, just look at Ariane. Even in this episode, Martell still doesn't want to claim her, doesn't want to marry her, but she sticks beside him. Certain people know their role. Certain women like to be the side chicks. They feel like they get some type of validation. They feel like, certain people know their role. Certain women know what type of women they are. They might try to act like they're a little bit more, but they know what type of women they are. They know their role. That's all I can say. I feel like they know that we're all birds delusional. Baby, they put the D in delusional. Very delusional. Big D energy delusional. For most men, all it takes is a hole. That's for loose folks. Like, what was that scene about? I guess that's something for Heavenly and Carlos to discuss on Messy Mondays tonight. The fact that if we think that Moses still will lay with Destiny, that's not a flex, Destiny. A lot of men will lay with you, but do they value you? Do they love you? Do they honor you? Do they show you respect? Do they bring out the best woman in you? Baby, he probably will lay with you. Him looking at you with his wife sitting beside him should disgust you, love. Him looking at you and the fact that he passed you over and married somebody else should not be, you should not even want to speak his name anymore, love. Like, value yourself more. Put more into yourself. Stop letting this show devalue you. When you go to therapy, really get some help. Really allow them to pull those deep-rooted issues and that trauma up out of you, baby. Because if you feel like a married man looking at you and saying you can get a married man back is a flex, it's not giving what you think it gives. And to the people that hype you up and make you feel like that's something, to like a Tisha that's gonna cry at the drop of a dime if anybody mentions Marceau with another woman, baby, it's not the flex that you think it is. Sound checking that says Destiny is pathetic, is a pathetic side chick hoe. Letitia is stupid and stuck. Trisha is the side chick hoe. Trisha was not needed in the scene. And Tisha, I agree. Tisha, like, what the hell are you talking about, Tisha? Be for real. Be for real, because you know you gonna cry. That was a tacky conversation. Love Kia was disgusting. It's like that's something. Look, that's a conversation young girls have, not grown women that are trying to propel themselves into business and life. Baby, he's married. I don't know who can drill that in your head, but he's married. Who cares who he looks at? That's now Sonny's issue and Sonny's problem and Sonny's marriage. Stop saying that he still wants you and he's lusting after you, ma'am. He doesn't outside of the bedroom. He can't want you because he had the option. You had first dibs and he did not choose you. Stop giving that Moses that much power over your life. Just stop the whole Moses conversation at this point. It's overdone. It's tired. The confrontations have happened on both sides. Now it's time to move on. I hope they move on from this story because it's dried up at this point. So after that, we have that tired scene. Like I said, the whole show was lackluster. It's very hard to give a review this week because the scene was lackluster. We have Trisha and her sister. Now, Trisha, they mentioned Trisha's husband's name. Is it Marquise? Was it Marquise or Marquez? Was it Marquez? Whatever his name was, they mentioned his name. Do y'all think the husband will be coming on the show? Because they usually don't mention people's name unless I'm thinking he's getting ready to make an appearance on the show. Because they did say his name. They repeated his name several times. I can't remember if it was Marquez, Marquise, something like that. But anyway, so it's now Trish and her sister, and they're discussing the fact that Trish is finally telling her sister that she's been living with Ken for the past year, and she's in a relationship with Ken, and that she's not getting back with her husband, Marquise, whatever his name is. And the sister is in utter shock. I'm still confused. I'm still very confused by this storyline. I'm very confused. You thought who was in jail? Marquez? You thought the husband was in jail? I don't know. I don't know if he's in jail. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't be doing no deep dive into these people. I don't know if he's in jail or not. I don't think he's in jail. Hey, Soul Star Music Lover. I don't think he's in jail, though. Good morning, New Orleans. But I don't know if he's in jail or not. But the fact that they're saying his name, usually they don't say people's name unless I'm thinking he may be coming on the show. Okay, the husband. I'm thinking he may be making an appearance, but I don't know. I have to look into if he's in jail or not. But, she's telling her sister that she's in a relationship with Ken. They've been in a relationship for a while and they're living together. What kind of relationship? Is Ken in denial? Does Ken have self-esteem issues? Is Ken delusional? Like, what the hell is going on? Why are we on episode? Good morning, Tawana. Why are we on? Good morning, Carmen. Why are we on? Y'all heard he was in prison. Where have I been? Where did y'all hear this at? The husband is in prison. What? I heard he here in the A. I wonder what part. Shay P, we about to find out where he at. Because if he in Atlanta, I ain't too far from Atlanta. Like I told you, I'm in Noonan. Where he at? But he's in prison. Okay, so that's something I don't know about. So I have to look into that. But Ken is very slow. Ken, the fact that we're on episode 9 and is anybody feeling like they're getting anything out of Trish? Is anybody feeling like they know more about Trish? Is anybody feeling like this storyline is moving along? It's kind of stuck. It's kind of like they're giving. So far, this show is surrounded about Stormy, Martell, and we're getting Trish and Ken. But Trish and Ken aren't giving anything. By episode 9, I expect to know a little bit more about you. I expect to know what's going on with your life. I kind of expect to have gotten into your role on the show. And Trish is still giving very much nothing. It's just giving nothing. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm still confused about her and Martell's dealings. I'm still confused about. I'm confused. I don't even know how to play this scene out, because why is your sister, now I mind my business when it comes to my sister and her relationships too, but why are you living with this man? This man is around your children and your sister doesn't even know that you're not getting back with your husband. Your sister doesn't even know that you are completely done with your husband and you're living with another man. Your sister doesn't even know that you're wanting a divorce. What the hell? Can somebody help me? Can somebody help me? I'm lost. I'm thoroughly lost on what the hell is going on with Trisha and Ken. Is it real? Is it fake? Why does nobody know the extent of your relationship? Why are you still tied to your husband? What's so hard about a divorce? If you've been separated for 2 to 4 years, I don't even know the timeline anymore because I'm confused. But I'm guessing somewhere between 2 and 4 years, you and your husband have been separated. And it's given, I'm so thoroughly confused with Trisha and her storyline and why we're in episode 9 and I'm still confused. I just cannot. Let's see what y'all are saying in the comments. Oh, y'all are saying hey to everybody. Hey to everybody I haven't spoken to. TNTG Mom. I think I spoke to Soul Star Music Lover. The Valley Girl, good morning. Linda Gamble is in the, yeah, okay. So Valerie R, good morning, Valerie. Good morning. T-Talk Which Girl says fake, fake, fake. Her husband didn't want her to be on the show, but Ken did. So it's just confusing to me. Okay, so she comes on this show. She has some type of ties to Martell, and nobody seems to understand what the ties are to Martell. I'm guessing they slept together at some point, and neither one of them want to be. Trisha is I don't know, y'all. I'm so confused. I can't even put it together in my head. I'm trying to process it. Shay P says she's confused. Shay P, she got me confused. Like, what is the deal with her and Martell? Why does nobody know that you're in a relationship with Ken, not even your sister? If you've been separated from your husband, why is it such a shock to your sister that you've been separated from this man for so? Carlos, speed this damn storyline up. Please get to the point of why Trisha is on this show. Please tell us what's going on with the husband, with Martell. It's enough of the, going around the same circle. What the hell are y'all here for? What the hell are y'all bringing to the show? Let's stop playing coy. Let's stop beating around the bush. I'm ready to get to the meat and potatoes of Trish, Ken, Martell, Marquez, and whoever else, because it's too much at this point. It's episode 9, y'all. It's like episode 9. Tell me what the hell is going on. Sound checking that says the sister said that their family is very traditional, but Trish is not. But my thing is, sound checking that, why does the sister not know if she's been separated from the husband again somewhere between 2 and 4 years? Why does the sister still think that there's a possibility of them getting together? What united front are they putting on where Ken is not a part of it? That's what's confusing me. So you're telling me you've been separated from this husband and you're saying that you don't want to get back with him. And Ken is at the point that he wants to marry you, but your sister still thinks that you have a possibility to get back with your ex-husband. Like, it's a lie. So, like, the whole, I can't put it together because all of it sounds like it's just a lie. It's too much. I'm lost. Trisha, in my opinion, is using Ken, or they're gearing up for this plot twist that she's actually Martell's chick. He already admitted she was at his house 2 times. They smashed. I definitely think Martell ain't bringing no woman over to his house unless they getting down with the get down. But why is it taking so long for them to bring this story out? Is it because Queen Sheba already put it out there? And so now y'all were scrambling? Because what the hell what this whole story is doing too much. Hotel said that she came to his house. This is what he told Stormy. Was it in this episode or was it in the next one? Because I thought it was in the next episode. He's telling Stormy this. But it's just too much. Trish is just community P. That's all I know. Trish community P, Martell community D, and Destiny got big D energy. And it's just a whole lot going on. Hotel said that she came to his house. This is what he told Stormy. The show is very boring. Valerie, you coming in late, sis. I said that I can't even do a review because it's boring. My review is boring because the show is giving nothing. It's episode 9. It's still giving nothing. They pushing Stormy on us. They pushing Stormy in every episode. They pushing Martell in every episode. A lot of people saying they feel like Mel is getting iced out, but honestly, y'all, do y'all not see that with the Scotts, or do y'all think the Scotts are? Because it looks like we're not getting a whole lot of the Scotts either. We're not getting a whole lot of the Scotts either. If you remember, like last year, it was looking like a Scotts takeover. The Scotts were finally getting what they wanted. You know, they were X and Martell out, and they were finally getting what they wanted. They wanted to take over the show since season 1, I feel like. And now it's like, I'm just getting a whole bunch of Stormy and Courtney. I'm getting a whole bunch of Trish and Ken that are giving absolutely nothing. But I'm not getting a whole lot of the Scotts either. They get in filler scenes, but it's not giving, the core 6. It's not really giving the core 6 at this point, to me, in my opinion, unless y'all can call me out and help me out. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of the core 6 either. I don't just see Mel getting iced out. I know Mel is our favorite, so we're putting the eye on that. And it's her concept. She has the concept of the show, but it's like, it's Stormy. It's giving a whole lot of Stormy. It's giving a whole lot of Martell, and it's giving a whole lot of Trish and Ken, and everybody else is kind of in filler scenes. That's what I'm noticing. Concrete Rose, I have to go back to work after 4 years of working from home. Oh, what? So sorry. I work from home too, but I just I may have to go back in the office too. We'll talk about that later. I was thrown off by the scene because it's photos of both Ken and the husband, family, and kids in one big picture. I've seen those pictures, Shay P. I've seen those pictures. It's just, why is the sister like, did you think this was a fling? How long have they actually been separated? Because I can't wrap my mind around why your sister is still stuck on you going back to your husband. And what was the reason for the demise? Did y'all just grow apart? Because why is the sister so stuck on you going back with your husband when you supposedly been with this man for some time? I'm just confused by the whole thing. And I'm ready for them to tell me what the hell going on. Trying to keep the family image protected. The sister didn't know the makeup was not matching that face. It was a terrible... It was a terrible scene. So sorry, music lover. I wish I worked from home. I'm in a warehouse, and it's not mass producing warehouse, and we're standing up all day. We used to be able to sit down when we didn't have to work. I agree. The core 6 isn't being shown. Valerie, I'm thinking the same thing. It's not just Melody being iced out. I am not saying, and not that I care about Tisha, not that I care about the Scotts. I don't. I've been saying both of them need to go. I was saying that all last year, both of the Scotts need to go, but I just don't see one person being iced out. I kind of see they're pushing Martell, they're pushing Stormy, and they're pushing Trish and Ken. They're pushing Destiny a lot. Destiny is on a media tour. They're pushing Destiny. They're kind of, intertwining. They're trying to figure out how to intertwine Sonny and Moses, but the core 6 is kind of on the back burner this season. I don't really see a whole lot of core 6 stories. I don't know if it's because the Scotts don't want to tell their real lives. We know why they're doing it to Melody. It's clear why they're doing it to Melody, but it's not a whole lot of the core 6, y'all. It's not just one person. I see them icing out. I don't really see a whole lot of nobody, but Destiny, Trisha, Sonny, and Martell. They giving Martell all his scenes, baby. Whatever Martell got on Carlos King, whatever Martell, when he threatened Carlos King on social media, whatever he got on, it worked. Because, baby, Carlos King didn't clap back. Carlos King ain't said shit, and Carlos King to put him in damn near every scene. He's been on damn near every episode, and while the rest of the core 6 is kind of on the back burner. So I'm seeing a lot of Destiny, Trish, Ken, and Stormy. I don't know what everybody else is seeing, though. CK is thinking he can use them new people and Destiny to take over the show. It's not going to work. They're all boring and unlikable. Let me tell you what he's doing. He's definitely promoting the new people. He's definitely promoting them and trying to push them out there and trying to create like a new, to me, what he's doing is trying to create a new Love and Marriage Huntsville with fresh faces, fresh stories, fresh couples. But let me tell you how it's going to backfire. Do y'all remember how Real Housewives is? To me, Real Housewives is a sinking ship. And the reason our Roa is a sinking ship is Nene left, was it season 13 that they iced Nene out finally? They iced Nene out finally by season 13. Y'all, Roa is only in like season 16 and they're in complete shambles, like complete shambles. So sometimes a network thinks that they can ice out the biggest star. And like I said, I know a lot of people don't like Nene. Nene is not a lot of people's favorite, but Nene carried that show on her back, whether you want to admit it or not. Nene carried that show on her back season after season after season. And it's kind of been lackluster ever since. And so they're trying to bring in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. They're trying to get the audience used to a new Love and Marriage Huntsville, but it's not translating well because Trisha's story is taking too freaking long. Her nor Ken are interesting. And Martell is a psychopath that can't stay on course. Who else? It's just like they're trying to bring, they have the Fletchers. They're trying to bring in all new people. And I just feel like I see it backfiring and tanking. Destiny cannot hold a show. I don't care what type of media tour you put her on and how many interviews you try to get her. Destiny cannot hold a show. Soulstar said it's bad acting, terrible storylines. They can't keep their lies straight. Trish and Martell gave 3 different versions of how they met. That Rasputia and Stormy scene was fake and full of lies. Listen, I'm talking about terrible acting, terrible acting, terrible acting. In my opinion, something's going on behind the scenes called Lucifer is dirty and trifling. He will leave all of them high and dry. I'm telling y'all what it is. He's trying to usher in, like, to me, I feel like he's trying to usher in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. He has Chris and Nell Fletcher. He has Trish and Ken, Martell, and her husband. It's like 4 of them, and it's a 4-piece going on there. You got Stormy and Courtney. You got what's her name? Sonia Moses, possibly. You have Destiny. They're trying to usher in like a new Love and Marriage, and I see them icing. I see them trying to usher in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's what I'm seeing so far. T-Talk said they icing out Mel and the Scotts, but people only paying attention to Mel. T-Talk, exactly. That's what I see. Okay, the Scotts have been getting complaints for years of they both need to get off the show. Last year, Kimmy and Maurice took a major hit with that storyline that they ran with. It was terrible. Okay, Tisha and Marceau never really want to give their real lives. They have all these lawsuits. They never really want to talk about themselves. Last year, I think they thought they were getting some momentum, but I think I just don't see Mel being the only one being iced out. I see that they're icing out. The core 6 has been dismantled. If y'all are paying attention, they're dismantling the core 6 slowly. And they're ushering in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. And they're trying to see if the new Love and Marriage Huntsville will work. And if y'all keep giving them the views, it will work. It will work, but they're ushering. Look at all these new couples now. They finally pushed Stormy to the forefront. They're pushing Trish and Ken and her husband and Martell on us. They're pushing, Nell and Chris. They have Nell and Chris. We know they hungry for camera time. They'll do anything for a scene. So it's like all of these new couples and the core 6 is kind of being dismantled. That's what I'm noticing. Why is there no recent mugshot of Stormy? And that was not the Madison County Court building. It's all lies, y'all. Because first of all, like I said at the beginning, I think you may have came on late, Soulstar Music Lover. Stormy was building this up like she was about to go do some hard Fed time. Baby, you were just going to turn yourself in, sign the paperwork, sign the document, and go back home. That's why you were out in 15 minutes. The way they tried to dramatize this scene and bring in the drama and act like she was about to do Fed time. Baby, please, miss me. It was just too much for me because, baby, you acting like you got some Fed charges. Like, just turn yourself in, sign the document, take your ass back home. I didn't get it. Hey, Pink Hearts Forever. Good morning. Nene was a star lover. Hate her. She was good TV. Exactly, Soulstar Music Lover. And they've struggled since. Nene has gone. And it's because, and I feel like this is the same thing that's going to happen with the only person, it worked for Married to Medicine. And that's because Married to Medicine has really remained with the same cast, except for Nene. Real Housewives didn't have a strong leader. They thought they did. Candy really didn't give anything though, but we'll get into that on another topic. But yeah, They iced out Nene, and that show has been in shambles since. I promise you. True, none of the chicks are black excellence or have any real money. Nothing interesting. I make more money than them on workers' comp. I make more money than them on workers' comp. And so Destiny, you know, Destiny is on this show. You're trying to promote all of this stuff. Baby, you got candles, you got spray, you got that water in a bottle that you pushing, you got candles. I don't even know what Destiny is doing. Is she doing fragrances or is she doing a home line? It's just like you lost. You went from a beauty supply to like fragrances, a home, like child. It's a mess. It's a mess over there at Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think you're right. CK is definitely trying to usher in a new wave of people for the show, but it's not working in my opinion. I used to feel like I was supporting Mel by watching, but not anymore. I feel the same way, Valerie. I'm telling y'all, I think he's trying to usher in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know, there are those people out there that say they want, it's a lot of people, whether we like to admit it or not, because we are millimeters, or some of you call yourself male supporters. I call myself a millimeter. I'm a millimeter. We don't like to admit certain things, but there's a lot of people out there that say they're tired of the Mel and Martell dynamics. There's a lot of people that say they're tired of the Scotts. There's a lot of people, and if you are watching, he's ushering in all of these new people. He's trying to get us used to all of these new people. He's bringing in, he's calling himself, and I'm doing air quotes, you guys. He's calling himself ushering in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville, but you got to pay attention to what he's doing. You got to pay attention. He's brought in all these new couples, and the core six has been dismantled. You don't see Martell filming with the Scotts. We know that they have disassociated themselves, basically. We know that Mel is not going to film with Martell. She's disassociated herself with Martell. So Carlos is bringing in all of these new couples, trying to bring in these new stories, bringing Destiny back with her no life, no business, no self-esteem having ass. He's bringing her back. And he's trying to usher in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. But you have to pay attention to what's being done. In my opinion, Stormy never went to jail. You don't think she ever went to jail? I don't think she went to jail either, Linda. I don't think so. You know what? That's a good point. She may not have even went to jail, Linda. She may not have even went. Candy was like the toast without butter. Dry as hell, T-Talk. Do you hear me? Candy was giving absolutely nothing. And then by her and Kenya being on the same team, you know, Kenya is very good at antagonizing somebody, but her and Candy were on the same team. So it gave absolutely nothing. It fell flat. And, you know, like I said, Housewives have been in shambles since. They have been in shambles since they did what they did to Nene. And love it or hate it, you need a good villain. Even the people that dislike Nene, you need a good villain on the show because it keeps you intrigued. And Nene gave that. She gave, if you were Team Nene, she gave good TV. If you were thought Nene was too big-headed, she gave good villain. So, you know, I can see it both ways. Who wears Fendi and leather pants to jail deliberately? Who gets makeup done to go to jail talking about a mugshot? Who gets makeup done? Who calls in their whole team for a simple warrant? It was a simple warrant. Like I said, it wasn't fraud charges. It wasn't like she was going to do fed times. It wasn't like money embezzlement. Baby, y'all were doing way too much. Linda Gamble says allegedly. She's showing things at the wall. She's throwing things at the wall too, hoping they stick. Exactly, T-Talk. Exactly. Shay P says the clothes Destiny wear are rented. It's a secret place. I always go to pull looks for celebrities. I've seen some of the pieces Destiny has worn and Phaedra. I think Destiny is you know, they say a lot of remember Tamar Braxton came out and said a lot of the Atlanta girls wear fake designer. They go to these you know, they get these replicas that look really close to designer items and they're wearing it. And I really believe that. I'm telling y'all, I know a lot of people that wear fake designer. But you can look good as a woman. You can look good without designer. And Destiny, your pockets are empty. Everybody know that. Everybody that talks about, even your friends talk about how you have struggled. You rather pretend and fake designer to actually get your pockets right. And I just never understood that. What does designer have to do with anything? Sandy Storm. Hey, Sandy Storm. She says, my problem with Carlos King is he shows that he is trying to duplicate the show to show Atlanta gold era, especially Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hold on, Love and Marriage. LMHB. What is that? Oh, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, and Bell Collective. I agree, Sandy Storm. My problem with Carlos is he shows that he is trying to duplicate his show too. Okay, I agree. I think that he is obsessed with Bravo. And I think that he's trying to duplicate. I agree with that, Sandy Storm. I think he tries to duplicate a lot of things he sees over on Bravo, and it's backfiring because he's not taking the time to actually do what he needs to do on his shows. I love Nene, still do actually. Nene was my favorite. Nene gonna be my favorite. Nene is one of my favorites in franchise, period. Like in any franchise. She was just good TV. Some people are just made for the cameras. Nene has catchphrases from season 1 to the season she left. You still to this day, people say Nene catchphrases, whether they like Nene or not. People still say Nene catchphrases because she was just that. She was just golden to TV. She was just good TV. Another person that was good TV. Y'all remember Tiffany Pollard from Flavor of Love? She was good TV. She was crazy as hell, but she was good TV. Exactly, Courtney. Someone not familiar with the original couples might tune, and someone is tuning in, and they may get another season. I'm telling you. They're ushering in a new. If you go to the comments, like on social media, people that are just tuning in, some people are coming in and they don't know anything about the Core Six, and he's pushing these stories, and we're doing all this commentary, on these new people. And, he's ushering in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if people don't pay attention, he's going to ice Mel out. He's going to ice the Scots out. Not that I care about the Scots, because I don't give a damn if they go or come. But he's definitely icing Mel out. And not only Mel. The Core Six is being slowly but surely dismantled. Pay attention to what I'm telling y'all. Shay P says, they're real designers. They're just renting. My BFF rented her wedding dress from the same place. Sandy Soren says, what is that? Verizon? I can't see. Is that say Verizon? Oh, Versus. Versace's. Versace like Versace. Y'all, I'm trying to read these comments and I be butchering them sometimes. Hey, my girl. Hey, love, seen her. Hey, Irene Bay, she says, Nene was my fave forever. Nene was good ass TV. I don't care what y'all say about Nene getting a big head. I don't care. Nene was good TV. Mariah Huck was good TV. Tiffany Pollard, they're good TV. Some people just have a natural thing in a camera that will draw people in. I didn't really like Tiffany Pollard on shows. I was more of a Delicious fan during the Flavor of Love era. But you got to admit that Tiffany gave what needed to give on those shows. And so when they try to ice people out, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nene will forever be the queen of Bravo. Sure will. And Bravo has suffered across the whole franchise since they did that dirty mess in Nene. And Real Housewife, they'll talk about Kenya. All these people are standing up in solidarity with Kenya for what Bravo has done to her. But it's very funny that none of those women would stand with Nene when Nene was saying that Bravo was being racist. Bravo did not care about Nene building up their network. But as soon as their network got built up, they disposed of her so easily and nobody stood with her. Nobody stood with her. And I don't like that. I don't like how they stand up with Kenya, but not one person would stand with Nene, whether you like her or not. She's being proven right. If what everybody is saying now in standing with Kenya, then why was Nene wrong? Why was Nene telling a lie? If y'all standing with Kenya. And so our music lover said, people, even Kenya, have used Nene catchphrases. I love New York. She is funny and gets good TV as well. Yes, some people just are naturals in front of the TV. Nene catchphrases will live on forever. Good morning. Not Betty Kruger. Bitter Betty Kruger. Chronicles of Kim K. I just love you to pieces. I had to correct my BFF on what happened between Miss Black, Titanic, and Stormy because she really believed the narrative CK had put out. It's a lot of people that believe that narrative. Like that she was inside the warehouse, and then Stormy was already watching her on TV. Stormy came out the door cussing that lady out before that lady got good up to the door. So to say that she was like in the warehouse, she had gotten in the warehouse, it was a lie. Now, to be honest, would I have went to her warehouse? No, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that just for my channel. I don't go places I don't know if I've told y'all I don't watch Black Titanic, so I don't know if she liked Stormy and she was trying to buy her stuff, but I just wouldn't have done that for clicks and views, because now look how the situation has spiraled. But they are definitely lying about how the situation went down. Love Nene. Yes, Nene was the truth. Bravo definitely suffered after they did Nene dirty. Yeah, karma come back in different ways. But Kenya saying the exact same thing. Nene said the irony. Exactly, Soul Star Music Lover. That's why I'm saying, how is everybody standing up for Kenya? But Kenya is saying the same thing that Nene said. But when Nene was saying it, nobody was standing behind her. But now Kenya is saying the same thing, essentially saying the same thing. And everybody is, all of a sudden, everybody understands what's going on. Let's see. They believe those lies because they want to blame Mel. Yeah, they're using that to blame Mel. Yeah, you're right. You know what, T-Talk? I don't necessarily know if people, well, some people don't know the history because everybody's not on YouTube, but they want to. That's why I think people have to be careful on what they do and say, because as Melimeters and Mel supporters, they're looking to blame Mel for something. So any misstep or any mishap, they're going to blame Mel and they're going to drag Mel for something. And it's just, I don't know. Are y'all watching Nene's new show tonight? It comes on tonight. Does it come on tonight, TikTok? Because I definitely want to watch it. I'm very bad at keeping up with shows, because I tell everybody I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I definitely plan on watching and reviewing Nene's show because I love her. I want to see her make a comeback. So I plan on checking it out, giving it. Look at my bro in the house, you guys, Prince of Peace. If you all do not follow my brother, I will share his link to the community wall. He will be coming out with his own show. And if you see, his name is called Prince of Peace. He's all about peace, love. He has some good music coming out, and I hope you all support him. Thank you for dropping in, bro. I love and appreciate you. Irene Bay says, exactly. If they would have stood with Nene when she wanted to fight for the team, Kenya wouldn't have gone through what she did, where she is now. Exactly. Candy came in between that and divided them from speaking up. Exactly, Irene Bay. Exactly. So that's what I just want people to pay attention to. The icing out of Mel. I don't feel like it's just Mel being iced out. I could be wrong. I could be wrong in my assessment. I'm not superhuman. I don't have any contacts with production. I don't know. I'm just going based off of what I'm watching. It looks like they're icing out the core six. It looks like they're minimalizing the core six, and they're ushering in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville as a whole. It looks like they're bringing in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville all together with all these new couples, these different storylines. That's why they're dragging out this Trisha situation, and they're taking so long. But I got some other stuff that I've been wanting to talk about. So hopefully this week I won't be stuck on Love and Marriage Huntsville like I was last week, because I really don't. I tell y'all all the time, I really don't like to cover Love and Marriage Huntsville because it's boring. It's a sinking ship. It's I'm over it. But I hope that we get to see. I just see them icing. I just see them icing out the core six. I see them dismantling the core six. They are doing a breakdown of the core six right now. So if you all pay attention to that, T-Talk said, yes, it comes on tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everybody, Nene's new show comes on. Thank you so much, T-Talk. Thank you for dropping that information. I appreciate you so much. I do. So we will be watching. I will be watching tonight at 10 on Lifetime. And thank you again, T-Talk, for reminding me, because I had just really let it slip my mind. Let's see what's going on. Good morning, the network specialist. How are you, sis? Valerie R said, I agree. Irene Bay Candy was the first one to go against the cast and talk to production. She's always for herself. Shay P says, remember Stormy mentioned last season she didn't fit in? Yes, Shay P. I say that all the time. Go back and look at that interview that Stormy had with Letitia. Not Letitia. What's the girl name from Bell Collective? What was her name? I don't watch Bell Collective, but I like this particular girl. What's the girl's name that's married to the controlling older guy? He's nice looking, but he's controlling. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. What is her name? Latrice? Is it Latrice? Anyway, y'all know the girl I'm talking about, the young girl that sells the hair on Bell Collective. Latrice, thank you, love seeing her. Thank you, Valerie R. Latrice's husband, if you go back and look at the Stormy Latrice interview, Stormy was saying how she didn't fit in, she couldn't break into the core six. And just pay attention. Fast forward to this season. Now all you see is Stormy. Now all you see is Stormy. Stormy was just complaining about this show and how she couldn't break into the show. How do we go from that to all you see is Stormy? Martell got on social media, called out CK. CK didn't do a rebuttal, didn't talk about him, nothing. All you see is Martell. Now it's just pay attention. Just pay attention to what they're doing. Just pay attention now. Pay attention. Love Seeing Her says, what channel? It's going to be on Lifetime, Love Seeing Her. It's going to be on Lifetime. Whatever Lifetime is on your cable network in your area, it's going to be on Lifetime at 10 o'clock tonight. Yes, thank you, T-Talk, for that reminder. We appreciate you so much. I will be watching Nene new show. Yes, we're going to watch it and talk about it, y'all. It'll be something fresh to talk about, something new. Network Specialist says she'll be watching. I'm so glad to find someone who loves Nene like me. I love a down T-Talk. Do you hear me? I love Nene. Everybody knows that. Latrice Rogers. I could not get the girl's name to save my life. I believe Stormy helped CK get rid of Kiki. And yes, this is her reward. And if you pay attention, look at how Stormy was paying that blogger. Stormy has been paying her way to get where Stormy started off with mail to get on the show. Stormy has been paying her due diligence to get where she is now, because all you see is Stormy. Stormy is in just every other scene on the show. And y'all, I don't even know if I went through all the scenes. Where I stop at? I stopped at Trisha and her sister. And then what was after that? Because I just stopped talking about them. I just went on a rant. Oh, it was the scene where I missed all the scenes. But anyway, I got 3 minutes. Anyway, to wrap up what happened on Love and Marriage Huntsville, they had a scene with Martell and Courtney, Martell, Ken, and Fletcher. They were all talking about, just relationships, and Ken was confronting Martell about how he made Trisha feel. Martell was bullshitting his way through that conversation, still wasn't saying how he knows Trish. He was still being very evasive, very confusing. Ken is very slow and delusional. He needs to find him a woman that wants him, because baby, she just wants you to be a manny to her kids while she go out thought and bop with her husband and Martell. That's what I'm getting. Martell was questioning about Martell was saying he wanted to get married. They were questioning him. Well, Fletcher was questioning him about his son. About his baby mom. And Martell was basically like, stop playing with him. I don't know what him and Ariana got going on, but Martell was basically saying like he'll never marry her. But Martell, when you were married, you couldn't choose. But now that you're free to marry her, why? What's the issue? Y'all are a perfect couple to me. Martell or Ariana are a match made in hell. I think they should go for it. So, that's basically the gist of that conversation. Ken is slow as hell. That's all I know. Ken is slow as hell. Then we ended off with Betty and Stormy. Betty is telling Stormy, Stormy is telling Betty how she made her feel not being there for her. Betty is basically saying that being on the show, she told Stormy that being on social media. She also told Stormy about dealing with Melody. And that was just a lesson in. There are a lot of women that have children, you guys. There are a lot of women that have children, but there are not as many mothers. Betty doesn't have a nurturing bone in her body. Is the way that Stormy acts, it's very telling of the way that she was raised by Betty. Betty is not nurturing. Betty does not care about anybody but Betty and benefiting off of her daughter. And she doesn't want her daughter to cultivate healthy relationships with people. And it's very clear. And it was just, it was hard to watch. But Stormy, you're old enough, you're paid enough to seek the help that you need. And Betty, if you hate this show so much and you didn't want her to be on the show, why the hell do you pop up every season? Get your ass off the show. Refuse to film. Because you don't like reality TV and you don't want your daughter on it. Get your ass up off of it. Quit popping up on the screen, because I don't care to see you. Let's see. Love Nene, girl, me too. Nene is the GOAT. She sure is. Good day. I'm looking forward to watching this, Nene. And y'all know I gotta go. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta go. That seems to be the case because last season Kimmy was out front because she was against Destiny. We good, don't waste your time. The Scots focus on Mel. They better keep their eye on Stormy because she has knocked off Tiff. Kiki brought the low J Trish and unleashed her mama on Mel. Yes, she went on. Yes, JP. She knocking them out one by one, and they ain't even paying attention. Bright Court, he couldn't get enough of Wolverine when he was married. Now he won't marry her. That's what I want to know. I'm talking about you just thought she was so all this. You told your wife you couldn't pick. You wasn't going to pick. You had a baby by her. What's the problem, Martell? What's the problem? You free? What's the problem? I don't get it. Let's see. CK said she is the future, and now here we are. Betty is just a bad mother. Betty a bad person. Betty a bad mother. She's a bad person. Betty is disgusting and vile. And Betty need to get her ass up off of Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you so against it, get your ass off the screen. The fun is gone, and she not give Martell what he wants, money and fame. Okay. That's what it is. Oh, and Stormy initially took Destiny's spot. Okay. Y'all own it. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Yes, you are. That's basically the gist of my review. Y'all, we went off on a Nene tangent. Y'all know I love Nene, and I forgot to finish my review up. But the show was boring. It was very boring. And I just want y'all to pay attention to the fact that they're trying to usher in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if y'all are not paying attention, it's going to happen sooner rather than later because ain't nobody calling it out and ain't nobody paying attention. They're ushering in a new Love and Marriage Huntsville. Exactly. T-Talk with your girl. CK definitely made it known that he said that she's the future and he didn't pay enough and we didn't pay enough attention. I'm telling y'all, mark my words now. I'm not watching next week, not giving them the view. I don't watch Valerie. I watch Day Silva's. I joined Day Silva's watch party. It's a few content creators that do watch parties. I'm not sure who all does them, but I watch through Day Silva's watch parties. That's how I watch the show. And so you all just pay attention. Again, I have to go. As my usual, I want everybody to take some time out for their day. Each day, take some time out for yourself. Make sure that you're practicing self-care. Make sure that you're paying attention to your mental health. Make sure that you're doing something nice for yourself. Bubble bath, a walk, getting some sun, putting your feet in some grass, journaling, listening to some music, whatever it is, get an outlet for yourself. Take care of yourself because you can't pour into a cup if yours is empty. I love you all. Thank you all for joining me today. Make sure if you're in Replay Gang or if you're in here now, make sure that you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you. Share if you'd like. But thank you all so much for joining me. I love y'all to pieces. Thank you for T-Talk for dropping by. It's such an honor when you come to my chat. Thank you so much. Thank you to my day ones. Thank y'all for rolling with me. Y'all rock with me every day. And I can't call all of y'all out right now because I got to go, but I love y'all to pieces. And until tomorrow, we will see you tomorrow. I want to talk about the BET Awards. There's so much that has gone on. The judge in Fulton County, I want to get to that. So we'll get to some topics this week. But you all, thank you for joining. And you all have a beautiful, blessed rest of your Monday. And we're claiming a productive, beautiful week. Okay? Peace. Love y'all. Goodbye.